Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, I am going to do another foundation review and wear test. Today's foundation is going to be from L'Oreal, the Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. If you're new to my channel, in these videos, I apply the foundation with you guys, one side with a brush, the other side with a sponge, and then I do a few wear test check-ins throughout the day to see how it wears and performs. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit subscribe down below to see more beauty videos and foundation reviews by me. Let's get started. So I've used this foundation in the past, and when I used to have oily skin, now my skin's more dry because I'm trying to heal the acne with my dermatologist. But when I was really oily, I remember I really loved this foundation. We're going to try it out today to see how it works for dry, acne-prone skin. So I'm just going to read a little bit about the foundation. Okay, so I just pulled it up on the Ulta app. It comes in 40 shade options. I have the shade 460. Don't judge my bottle, it's really gross and cruddy. So I have the shade 460 online. It says golden beige. So I don't really have self-tan on. It's pretty much worn off my body. This retails for $15.99 on Ulta's website, so about $16. You get 1.0 fluid ounces. It has SPF 25 in it, and it says on the bottle 24-hour breathable texture. Let's see what it says online. Lightweight, breathable, long wear foundation. Defies transfer hour after hour. Up to 24-hour natural finish with buildable coverage. Breathable all day and resists transfer and sweat. Has 3 oil absorbers in it to resist sweat, water, and transfer. Non-comedogenic and suitable for all skin types. All right. It also has 4.3 out of 5 stars on the Ulta website and about 5,000 reviews. Okay, so again, one side with a sponge, one side with a makeup brush. Again, I don't have anything on my skin but my skincare, so it is a moisturizer and SPF and some eye cream. That is it. We're not going to use primer. We want to see how this truly performs without anything underneath. So the bottle, it's a glass bottle with a pump and a cute little red cap. And there it is, really liquidy. I'm gonna take a sponge and start out. Very thin texture. Okay, so that is all of the one pump. I'm gonna go in with another pump because I want way more coverage than that. Okay, so there's 2 pumps on the side of the face. It definitely is buildable, and it's a very thin, light texture. Gave pretty good coverage. It actually really did a good job concealing a lot of the breakouts and redness. So let's try the other side with a brush. Again, I'm going to go in with 1 pump. Okay, there's 1 pump with a brush. So definitely the sponge side soaked up a lot more product in the sponge. I think that's why I had to go in with 2 pumps. If you use a brush, 1 pump definitely really covered a lot with just 1 pump. I'm going to build it up just a teeny bit just to match the other side coverage by adding a little bit more. Okay, so here's the final coverage. This side was a sponge, this side was a brush. Having really bad acne right now, but it did a really good job covering all that redness. Now you can see the texture, nothing's gonna really hide texture, but it covered the redness and a lot of the acne scars, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more so you can see more of the texture and how it looks on the skin. All right, so looks really nice and fresh on the skin. So here's the sponge side and here's the brush side. I definitely think you get a lot more coverage with a brush, but that's to be expected with most foundations. It looks really fresh, looks really nice. It's not really settling in any of my fine lines. It's not caking anywhere. It feels nice and light. The coverage I would say is like medium, but I think it's so thin and liquidy you could build it up even more if you wanted to. Okay, so far so good. I actually think it's a pretty good color match. Didn't do too bad. So it's feeling really good. I am going to apply the rest of my makeup and I'll hop back on here to show you the final look and to tell you how other makeup applied on top, and I'll be back. Alright, so I'm back. I just finished my makeup. This is the completed look, and let's talk about how other products applied on the foundation. So the foundation looks really good, but I did have some issues with my dry skin. If you can see up here, I'll zoom in a bit, but it did. My cream bronzer, which it's a concealer and I use it as like a cream bronzer, and I've used it so many times with all different types of foundations. I've never had it pill like this before. And also I'm going through a really dry spell with my skin, so it might just be a combo. But usually when I blend out my cream bronzer, I kind of like buff it in really lightly. I never really get pilling like that. And you can see it kind of flaked off. So that was my only issue. Everything else blended really nice. It looks really pretty. Definitely has a natural, more to matte finish. It's between matte and natural. So I would say just be careful with blending out products. Try to instead of buffing it into the skin, use like a really creamy products and like bounce it in with a sponge, or be really gentle just to avoid any pilling. I didn't have any problems with my cream blush. It was really just up here. So could be my skin, it might be the foundation, it could be both. Overall, it does look really nice. It covered my acne really, really well. I was pretty impressed by that. Alright, so I had this foundation on probably around 2:45. It is now about 3:14 in the afternoon. Sorry, it's kind of late, but I will probably keep this on for about 7 to 8 hours. I typically don't usually wear makeup longer than that if I don't have to. So I'll check back in a little bit and give you some more updates. Okay guys, I'm back. I just want to do a check-in. It's about to storm outside, but it is now about 5:45. So it's been about a little over 2 hours. I just want to give a check-in. It's still looking pretty good. The coverage is still there. It is starting to feel a little dry. I feel like I need to spray my face, but it's not too bad. There's no oil coming through, but if anything, it's just going to get more dry as the day goes on with my dry current skin. I think the major area is definitely my forehead. Definitely in my creases. It is sinking into the creases pretty bad and still looking crusty up here. I'll zoom in so you can see a little bit more. So you can see it's settling in my forehead. These little crusties, I feel like I want to get rid of them. There's more over here too, so you can see the bronzer really went on really patchy. But also my bronzer kind of fades throughout the day because I do touch my hair a lot when it's in my face, so I like it out of my face. But on the nose it's getting a little dry as well. But I have a lot of dry spots around there, so my pores look minimized. I wouldn't say they're really blurred, but they are minimized. Decent coverage on the breakouts. Okay, so I'm probably going to come back on one more time at the end to give my final thoughts, final check-in, probably around 9, 10 o'clock at night. I have somewhere to go. But so far, I think if you have oily skin, I think this will cater more towards people who have very oily skin. Now, if you have pretty dry skin like me, you might have to work with it a little bit, but we'll see how time goes on today, and I'll give you some final thoughts in a bit. Hey guys, I'm back. It is now, oh my gosh. Where's my phone? It is 10:30. I don't have my phone on me, but it is 10:30 at night. Just gonna do my final check-in. It's feeling very dry on my dry skin. It's not looking too bad. It is starting to separate a little on my nose, and it just feels really dry on my dry skin. Let me zoom in. The coverage stayed. A little wore off over here on my acne, but held up pretty well. It is getting cakey around this area, like more dry, just because my skin is really craving moisture right now, so I can't wait to take this off. But it still looks good. I just don't like the dry feeling and feeling really dehydrated in my skin. So final thoughts, I think it is really nice buildable coverage. It is lasting a really long time. It's been 7-8 hours and I feel like it really hasn't budged. The only thing is I think this foundation probably caters more towards people who have oily to combo skin. But if you have dry skin, I would say you might have to really prep your skin for this and it may not work for you. I loved this when I had oily skin, but now that I have dry skin, I don't think I'm going to be reaching for it. I have a lot more foundations that I prefer that just don't make me feel like a desert. Plus, for the price point, if you have dry skin, I mean, this is $16. I think there's more affordable foundations out there, or there is higher end. If you pay a little bit more money, you can get a better product for dry skin. That's it for this video, guys. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe down below. If you want to see more beauty videos by me, I have a lot more foundation reviews as well, so go check it out. And thank you so much for watching. Bye!